Yes, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Halftime Podcast, brought to you by Dead Trims Presents, starring Copley, Jim, Brick, Sip, Cal, not Bran, he's looking sharp today, and Aaron, he's hiding that horrendous hairline from us.
I don't care about it.
And we're
Oh god!
I'm back after a long hiatus. I do apologise. We do take attendance like a classroom, as we've said before. So apologies for missing podcast boys from the bottom of my heart. As I've
just want to
chinned
point
my
out
mic.
quick, that is
Yep.
a very nice hat you got on, Cal. Where have you got that from, my boy?
Bran, it's funny you say that, buddy. I got it from Pepsi Max themselves. They sent us all a little care package.
Thank
We've got a hat, we've got coasters, Pepsi Max. Thank
you
you
very
so much. We appreciate it.
Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran really likes his.
Yours is good. What is
Royal Mail
Really,
absolutely
honestly,
fucked him.
The post lady said this has been sitting on the floor in the post office for the last few days because no one wanted to pick it up. Yeah, cheers, love. But I have reached out to them and they are sending another one. So like, shout out to
Wow.
them.
Kieran, did you have to go and pick your one up?
Nah, she dropped it because she like bagged it up and like put like 17 elastic bands around it. She was like, "I'm really sorry, but no one wanted to deliver this." So she brought it to the door. I was like, "Oh yeah, cheers. I think I know what that is."
Mate.
But yeah, no, honestly, they're sending more. So Pepsi's so clear of Coke.
Yeah, honestly,
100.
if you take anything away from our podcast, it's that we absolutely hate Coke Zero with a passion, and just Coca-Cola in general. You know, Pepsi Max all the way.
I feel weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway,
And you need
into
to look after your
football.
teeth. But anyway, football related. Game week 11 roundup. So
Jim.
clear topics. Jim, nice for you to talk all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Chelsea's Potter W, Gerrards comment, and Bournemouth results. Aaron, take it away.
What am I taking away? Am I starting with the Chelsea because I'm an avid Chelsea fan? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You bleed blue, brother. So
No, I really don't. Chelsea's Potter W. Another dub for Chelsea. I didn't watch
the screen.
I didn't watch the game.
Right, I'll take the lead on this one then. So basically,
Kepa had a
obviously
madness. That's all I know.
Chelsea got the early goal from an absolute howler from Mings. How he's put his head to the ball and it's gone that direction, I don't know. But how Villa then proceeded to play the rest of the game and not score is, honestly, it was like Kepa had 19 arms. He's genuinely on a massive resurgence at the minute because I think Mendy doesn't start. But some of the, Kepa made a triple save. I think the last shot ended up being offside.
The second save of that was
But
unbelievable.
The
Crazy.
absolute Modern Warfare 2 montage from that man in that game was unbelievable. So, again, it's another result, but I feel like it could be, if they were playing a different team on a different day with better strikers, it wouldn't have been.
The second goal was also a mistake as well, wasn't it, from the keeper? So both
Oh,
goals
yeah.
were massive mistakes,
So
and they
it's
should have
Still
conceded
a phenomenal
four.
free kick, no?
If you watch it and pause in terms of where the ball's actually gone in, it's not in the corner. It's closer to being aligned with the penalty spot than it is the corner. Do you know what I
He
mean?
hit it
Right.
well.
He struck it well, but where it's gone over the
when
line.
you watch it first time, like that's the thing. I watched it as it happened and tweeted, "What a sublime free kick!" First replay, I was like, "What the fuck has Martinez done there?" He's had an
Yeah, it was
absolute
awful.
stinker. So if you watch it back, it's I'd say more of a stinky goalkeeping than
absolutely.
than an unreal free kick. But Mason Mount seems to be getting the job done for them at the moment.
I just had a look. Sorry, the Premier League, like the match head-to-head thing. Looks like Chelsea lined up on a 3-4-2-1, which isn't very Potter-esque, is it?
Well, they had
don't
they've
think
had
so.
they had Cucurella playing at left centre half, right, and Chilwell. So we brought it up when we were watching the game. It's, as much as this might be like Potter's way of playing it, when you look at who normally plays in that back three as the three centre halves, Cucurella is not someone who stands out as a left-sided centre half or even like a centre half at all.
No, yeah.
So I think they got 2 goals, didn't they? One being just the howler, but how Villa didn't score, and Villa started picking them apart with chances. Like they started, like Villa. There was some, I don't know what the fuck happened to them after they conceded, but they were just like, nah, and it just started pelting time after time. Like Kieran said, I have no idea what Kepa's done for that to start for him to start performing like that.
Drugs.
Yeah,
He's got a
he-
howler in him soon. Don't worry.
Liverpool asthma pumps.
No, because he's still young, isn't he, Kepa? I don't know.
27, 28?
He
28.
is. Oh wait, really? I thought he was a lot
He's
younger.
28. I looked yesterday.
There's
Yeah,
no
he's
way he's
28.
28.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah,
he's
94.
just turned 28. He turned 28 like what, 2 weeks ago?
Spanish David James, man. Can't believe it.
He could well turn it around at Chelsea. Like,
Yeah.
I think he started the last few games, and you think most keepers are like normally in their 30s. He's still got plenty of years if he can manage to
Yeah.
stay.
I mean, to come to Premier League as the most expensive, well, he probably still is the most expensive goalkeeper, right?
Ever. Yep.
In football, obviously, to have the 2-3 horrific, not even horrific. I would say that's even an understatement. Just shambolic couple of scenes that he had to then not play for 2 years or 3 years. I don't know off the top of my head, and then obviously starting the season relatively well under a new manager. Yeah, as Sip said, it could very much see a resurgence, if you will.
What problem to have though as well? Because I know Mendy's not great with his feet, but he's a decent goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, I mean
so
Mendy.
to have
Mendy's had a
him
really
as
good-
your backup, or as to
Mm.
have Kepa as your backup, it's a fantastic problem for Potter to have.
Yeah, but I think the question will inevitably come round if it continues like it is. How long till one of the two keepers starts kicking up, asking for a
Yeah.
transfer if they're not getting the
Yeah,
game time?
agreed.
Oh,
Agreed,
100%. And then funny,
but
Mendy just won goalie
Yeah,
of the year. He ain't going to
yeah,
play
yeah.
backup.
No, true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I think you guys all saw. Did you see what Gerrards said before the game?
It's stinky, innit?
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Weird.
taken out of context. No one included the last sentence, but
So
it
for-
was still a
which
weird
was-
thing
For
to
the
say.
listeners who haven't heard or seen what Gerrard said before the game, the out of context quote was Chelsea should be competing for the league, they should be competing for the Champions League, and they should be coming to Villa Park and wipe the floor with us. Now, as the Aston Villa manager, that's probably not so. Whether it's true or not, and let's be honest, that is 100% factual. That should be
Yeah,
the
I was-
case.
It makes sense, but leave that for the pundits to say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a. Imagine like you give that interview, then go back into the change room and go, right, lads, let's.
Big
Do you know what I mean?
performance
Like,
today.
who's motivated for the game now? Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it because they are pretty pony and they
Oh.
have been this year. So he's right, and that's the thing. But that's not for the manager to say.
I
No,
didn't
please.
think it was that bad, especially after they played like they did. Because they fucking played well. Like I think they got robbed.
Villa.
They deserved. Yeah, mate. The
against Chelsea?
chances they had.
Yeah, but he said that before the
He-
game. Do you know what I mean? If he
No,
said
that's
that
what I'm saying.
after-
I didn't find it that deep because he said that and they went and played like that. Like,
Oh
they
yeah,
played so
look,
well.
If
It
he
was
needs to
just a-
bully them to get them results, fucking.
The thing is,
Yeah.
start.
I know it's still 0 points for him, so it's a bit peak. But like his players have made a couple mistakes and they have not buried their chances. Like I felt a little bit bad for him after that because like they should have won that game like 3-1.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, crazy. But
Yeah.
they are stinking still, and I don't know how he hasn't been sacked.
what was the
Well,
rest of the comment then, Copley? What was the bit
Basically
they
said,
missed
so
out?
we're. I think I saw it in like one of the comments on the actual tweet. It just basically said, so we're the underdog going into this game, something like that. Which it does make it sound better, but it's still not. I still don't think it's a great thing to say.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel
know if
like.
Go on.
Sorry, Aaron.
No, you go, mate.
baby boy.
After you.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
my God.
Thank you, baby boy. So
Anyway,
I don't know.
as
I don't know. Shut up. I don't know if he said it and then he's gone into that change room being like, right, lads, like he's done it to take the pressure off the players and kind of shift it back over to Chelsea and be like, look,
I get
like-
that, but I don't think anyone was going, "Carl, Villa could get something here." Do you know, like,
Yeah.
and I get trying to like alleviate all blame and pressure. Do you know what I mean? But it's just like, yeah, it was a pundit's comment, not really a manager's comment. I think for me personally,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
that deep, but it's just one of the ones that's like just a bit weird to say, really, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, a little bit weird. I'm not a massive
yeah.
fan of what he said, to be honest. Whether it motivated them or not, who knows? I mean, they came out, played quite well, so
I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, yeah.
Right.
Wait, I think Aston Villa had 18 shots. 7 of them were on target.
It was crazy. I
Yeah,
don't know
they
how
battered
they
them.
didn't score. They that's the thing. It weren't just like they had a few good chances. They were slicing them open constantly.
nice through
And to be fair,
butter.
we mentioned their 2 goals are a bit not lucky, but mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, mistakes, complete mistakes. So I think it was a bit like, but
Yeah.
Chelsea have been like that all season.
Yeah, I mean Villa
Fine,
are in a
results.
bit of
They
a
have
dodgy area
unbeaten.
here. They're currently sitting in 16th, 2 wins from 10. They're sitting on 9 points.
Ugh.
Southampton on 8 points in the relegation zone, 18th.
But with anyone else that hate Villa,
Yeah.
I
proper hate Villa.
see,
So I don't really care, to be honest.
when they were having like their little really good period, what was that last year? Was it? I was like, okay, we could actually see a new team going into the European race. Like like we're
Ugh.
seeing it with Newcastle this year. It's kind of exciting, but the fact they're down at 16th, I'm like, just fucking get rid of them. You know what I mean? Get them relegated.
I hate that.
They
I
give-
don't like their fans, man.
Mate, they give Everton vibes, Jim. Do you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
I
they
saw
give
on
Everton.
Twitter,
They
right?
give Everton.
I saw, right, as much as Gerrard deserves to go, it was like, yeah, can we get rid of Gerrard now? I'm on my knees for Poch, Emery, and Thomas fucking Tuchel himself.
Thomas
Champions
Tuchel.
League winner. You want him at Villa? Fucking
Villa.
get out of here.
Villa.
Villa.
Mate.
Yeah.
The thing, and it's like this, they're on their knees for Poch. Just gone from PSG. Like, who do you think you are? Fuck off.
Well, you see, Villa's fans are absolutely going for Gerrard.
Yeah, the few
They
I've
want him
seen, they want him
gone.
out.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
blame them. Their results have been terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has slid on the radar a little bit. Gerrard, you're gone.
We
The amount
mentioned
of
whenever we
spend.
mention Poch, Sip. I don't know if it's Sip. You do say he likes a project,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
with the squad they've got, it's not. It's not.
They've got a decent enough.
Like, yeah, it's a decent squad. What seems to be a good fan base.
how
Like,
long
it
has
doesn't
Gerrard-
seem like a bad option.
How long has Gerrard been there? Is this his second
Year and a
season?
half. This would be
No,
a year and a half, isn't it? Or a half.
No, I'm
year
pretty
and
sure
a
it'll be a
half.
year in like January.
No, he joined halfway through last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would have been like a year then.
So
Yeah.
in theory, if we're going off what obviously we said at the start of the year with Ten Hag's United being this kind of like an asterisk year, it's kind of like a skip year whilst he builds his team and whatnot. Yeah, Gerrard hasn't even had a full season with
Maybe
this
had
Villa
half
squad.
of the year last year to
He's had 2 transfer
that.
windows, Cal. I can't lie. He's
Yeah,
had
I
2 transfer
guess.
windows.
But there's
Uh,
also like they're also sat in 16th.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah.
Would you
And
say
also-
they've had a hard start to the season?
God, I couldn't
I'm just-
tell you what
no,
they're
like-
starting.
I mean,
Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure,
I
didn't
get
they?
they started
Yeah,
their season
but-
off bad away to Bournemouth and they lost. Then they won against Everton at home, went away to Palace, and where Palace were playing quite well and lost. Then they're at home to West Ham, where West Ham had a stinker, they lost. Then they played Leeds, Nottingham, both draws. Sorry, tell a lie. They played City and Arsenal.
and Southampton.
And they got they
That,
won against Southampton. I'm looking at they're not easy games.
But they're
Like-
games where they should. You'd say they're the ones that they should be up for. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
100.
I do get that, but like
when you
Everton,
go on.
I was just going to say Everton, who've conceded the least amount of goals in the Prem. Obviously, 3 big teams being Arsenal, United, and City. They're obviously going to
not
lose
United.
them.
They haven't played us yet. Chelsea.
Have they? I meant Chelsea. Sorry, I don't know. And then like Leeds have played well. They were sitting up in the Europa League spots. I look at their start of the season. I don't think it's been easy for them.
But-
West Ham, they played fantastically last year. Like
I think the only way, obviously, we've got hindsight on our side because obviously you're thinking West Ham have a stinky year, but on paper you'd probably say, yeah, sure, West Ham, you probably take a loss to them, despite it being home. But like, obviously you still expect them to be beating the likes of Palace, whether it's at Selhurst Park or not. Who else do they have? Leeds, they're playing good football, I guess. Forest, drop points there.
I disagree.
I think
they
it's
throw a
because
good
of
team.
the money they've spent the past 2 years is up in like probably like top 6. They've probably spent the most. So they should be pushing for that squad. Should be pushing for Europe. That's what I think.
Yeah,
they-
it should be pushing for
have-
top 8.
It's
Like
been
anything.
it has been a hard run,
I
but
thi-
they should be doing better than they are.
I think 100%. There's been a few tricky fixtures there, but they've finished above at least half of those teams.
They've
that
only
they
played 3 of the big 6, and based on that alone, I can't say they've had an extra difficult start to the season personally.
Bournemouth,
Not at all. Not
especially
at
when
all.
Bournemouth are 4 points ahead of them. Bournemouth, who had that horrific start.
Yeah, I mean, after they beat Villa, they went on what 4 loss streak. Don't get me wrong, they played 3 or 4 of the big 6,
They
obviously.
played
So
City, Liverpool, and Arsenal.
Yeah, they lost
Yeah.
3.
And to be honest, like talking about Bournemouth as well, like they've actually like since Scotty P's gone, like you thought it was going to be all doom and gloom with Scotty P leaving. Literally undefeated, yeah.
Since that Liverpool game, they're the only
Oh
team
mate,
in the league.
I
This
remember
hasn't lost.
the reaction online was like, "This is ludicrous. How can you sack a manager who's got you up?"
Yeah.
Undefeated since. Everyone's like, "Shit."
Oh, I mean,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
Let's not get it
Yeah.
twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Scott Parker, like the reason he was dismissed wasn't everyone. Nobody
performances.
was expecting
No.
Bournemouth to come in and win any of their. They were huge underdogs in the Villa game, and they got 3 points at the start of the season, right?
Yeah.
He got dismissed purely on like
Oh, yeah, 'cause
a
it
very
clashed with
political,
owners.
political
Yeah.
standpoint. It still wasn't right, in my opinion,
Yeah.
for someone like Scott Parker to be dismissed that early on. But obviously, it was a political clash with owners not having the funding, blah blah blah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I just think they are playing grinding results out of their mind. It's not something that is going to be there for the long run, because eventually, like, who knows, a couple of injuries here and there. Billings is out.
I think they're
There's-
grinding. Not every game's a grind. They've played
Bournemouth
well
are
in
going
some.
into every game. Yeah, but they're
There's-
grinding
yeah.
results, Jim, because they're not expected to get these results.
Yeah.
It is a grind for them.
Yeah.
Going 1-0 down to Fulham and coming back, getting a point, even if they
They
went
went
2-1
1-0
up.
up
Like,
against Fulham.
oh, did
Yeah,
they go
they won
1-0 up?
1-0
Was it
up,
the other
that's
way?
not a
Other way
grind.
round.
They won
It's
1-0
still a
down to
grind getting
Leicester.
results
They went
like
the 1
that.
0
Nah.
down to Leicester, didn't
Nah,
they?
but
Everton ended
they-
up turning that round and winning 2-1.
Jim, do you think Bournemouth should be getting these results?
I would say they're You
I
said it's
can't
going
say
to
I've
end
been
soon.
watching Bournemouth.
Saying it they're grinding and they're like riding their luck because it's going to end soon. I think that's harsh of them.
I'm not saying that they're riding their luck.
But you just said it's going to end soon, so you're
think it will.
assuming that.
You know, he said
Do you
it
think
could. It could with
Yeah,
potential
it's
couple
just-
injuries.
Do you think with the way Bournemouth are structured that it's a
Well, they're like
sustainable
Burnley,
way?
aren't they?
Again?
They play a bit like Burnley, don't they? The way you say they
Yeah, look
grind,
how
like,
that
defend
happened.
well. Yeah, they stayed in the Prem for like 6-7 years, but no
they
one
know.
affected it on a good
I
club.
think-
I think what Brown's trying to say is the likes of Bournemouth. Sure, they've had a really good start of the season with 10 games in. They're sitting in 10th, right? And I think the general rule of thumb is to stay up, you need a point a game minimum. I believe is the general rule of thumb.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So about 38 points there or thereabouts, you stay up. So obviously they're 3 points clear of that right now. But when it's the second half of the season where it really crucifies some teams.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be fucking, especially if
No,
they're.
but that's what I mean. The sustainable way of playing to stay up means that you've got to grind results where you're not expected to get points. Does that make
This
sense?
is just,
But
yeah. that
why
makes
are
sense.
we not
Yeah.
expecting them to get points against Fulham? They've beaten they've got a result against every team you'd expect. They lost to the top 3 teams: Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and ever since then they haven't lost. So why now would we not expect them to get a result?
Because
against
you
Fulham?
expect Bournemouth to go away to Newcastle
I
and get a
can't say
point.
I've been sitting here and watching Bournemouth week in week out.
We were fucking
From the
dreadful,
results,
Aaron.
from the
After
results,
first
I know,
half-
but you would prior to the game, you go, oh,
No,
Bournemouth
no,
away to
against
Newcastle.
Fulham.
That's a point.
No, we're talking about the other teams, Copley. Like against Fulham, to me, that's a bit of a coin flip match with the way Fulham are playing.
Hmm.
Yeah, but on paper, if we saw at the start of the season on paper, from what Fulham did last season, if you put them head to head, every single one of us would go, "Yeah, I'll take Fulham."
Yeah, but this
I
was
don't know,
this
Bruce.
was
Bournemouth came
changed.
second
I agree.
in the
I
Championship.
think a lot of recency bias probably coming into it. Obviously, don't get me wrong, Bournemouth are on some good form in 6-7 games unbeaten or whatever it is, but not 7. It's probably about 5 or 6 in it. But
No,
anyway,
I got that wrong.
I think to say they could go into any bottom half side of the team and expect them to at least come away with a point, I think that's probably pushing it too far.
They only finished
I
2
think
points
Bournemouth.
Well, no,
behind Fulham last year.
we all had Bournemouth after
That's
the game week 4. We all had Bournemouth down. Not even a
Yeah.
question. We all went
But
Bournemouth are going down,
I
and
still
now we're
think
sat
that-
here. Bournemouth are in 9th.
Yeah.
So, wait,
they're
I still
10th.
think there's.
I still think they go down.
Yeah, same.
I think Forest are going down. I
Yeah,
don't know if they necessarily. I also think, weirdly enough, this World Cup helps these teams.
Oh,
they're not gonna have
100%, without a doubt.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
because their players are going to be rested.
Yeah,
while the
so I
other-
don't think. I think this is going to help these smaller teams.
Apart
So I
from
think
Forest.
there's the way they're going. There's definitely still a chance for them.
At
I had
the
them
World
written
Cup,
off. I think we
Forest-
all had them written off completely, but now I
Yeah.
definitely won't write them off.
At the World Cup, Forest are going to get 3 darts. They're going to throw them at an atlas and then go, right, you over there, you play for that country, you're off to the World Cup, mate. You, gone. Forest are mudded. There is absolutely no way the World Cup can save them. Forest are gone. But Bournemouth, I still reckon they second half of the season relegation charge.
I'm still going to say now. I still would have Bournemouth to go down. Personally.
I think
The issue
they've
is,
shown,
it's
I
all-
think they've shown more promise than the likes of Leicester.
Oh no,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. With what Leicester have got now and with what they're going to stand to lose in January, Leicester are fucked. But we've said that every podcast.
The
Bournemouth
thing is,
are
though,
exceeding
it is all
expectations by a mile.
it's all
right
so
now.
close. Like, for example, we mentioned Villa. Villa win a game and say, in a weird world, everyone in between loses. They jump straight up to a 10th.
Yeah, no, it's too
So
tight
like
right now.
it's
To, like,
it's
decide,
all
isn't
so
it?
tight. But to take, I don't think Bournemouth can
Take
like,
nothing
everyone
away
they
from them.
played.
Yeah,
Everyone they
absolutely.
played, they're getting results. Again, I'm
Would
not
you say
watching them
this
week
is
in.
this is the first season in a while where now we talk about like the best of the rest? There's like a middle gap where that applies, where you've got like at the moment you've got like Newcastle, Leeds who are performing
I mean,
well, stuff, and then the bottom, like the relegation battle, is like
10
7 or 8 teams.
Yeah, I'd probably
And then
say
it's not like 3 or 4 anymore where you had like Burnley, fucking Southampton, Brighton.
I think there's
Brighton
there's
a few
a lot of
seasons
shit.
ago.
Yeah,
But
there's
now,
a lot of
like,
shit.
there's 8 or 9 teams where you're like, shit, like.
But,
2
again,
injuries,
we're
someone goes in the
we're
window.
still-
Bad
we're
run of
still
form, and you're
yeah,
mudded.
but look, we're still so early in the season. But
I was going to say, we just said our Leeds are doing right. They're sat in 15th on 9 points.
but you,
Well,
you,
no,
you
I'm
say
going off
best of the
performance
rest
as well.
You say
not
best of the
just
rest is what
result.
that 8th position.
7th, 8th,
7th, 8th. So
somewhere around there.
that's 14
7th.
points, right? There is a 6-point gap between relegation 18th and Brighton in 7th. There is still only 8 points in there.
It's crazy.
Let's have a look
That's
at
what
this
I mean,
table
It
because
is,
it
it is
will
only
change.
9-10 games into the season. though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're still so early. We're literally
Right,
only coming up to a
so
third of the way through.
if we
Yeah.
said
Under, just
obviously when
under.
we done our pre-season
Under a
podcast,
quarter.
obviously we didn't do any like halfway through the season or 10 games in. But if we were to say 10 games in, Arsenal would be sitting 4 points clear top, right? You'd have City who would have been up there anyway. Spurs who are like as much as they've had dire games or dire performances, still sitting pretty in third. Chelsea, who at the start of the season we laughed at for being fucking shit, are now sitting
Still
in
our
4th.
shit.
Liverpool are 8th.
The thing is, we said about Chelsea saying like because obviously they hadn't spent anything by the time we did the preseason podcast,
Yeah,
and then they
wouldn't
came
spend-
out and spent 250 odd million. And I'm pretty sure one of us said, I don't know which one of who of
I
us it
still
was,
think they're shit.
but yeah, I mean, I still think
3 games they've been fucking absolutely
think-
spooned by VAR.
I mean, if we're going to look at we're gonna look at the top
You
half
take,
of the
you
table.
take 9 points off them. Where do they sit? If
Bro,
you take
those 2 Mendy mistakes where they got gifted wins.
right, if you
was
take those,
criminal.
3 wins off them, and even substitute them with points, they'd be sitting in 10th with Bournemouth.
they've robbed some teams with their decisions. Absolutely
Like-
robbed some teams.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, see that VAR? Weird.
But that middle section of the Prem right now, where we'll go like 9th
Interesting.
downwards, you've got Brentford, Bournemouth, Fulham, West Ham, Palace, Everton. Like it's that at the start of the season, all those teams we were sitting there going, they look fucking shite.
So that's probably West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, but now those shite teams are in 10th, 11th.
I think
12th.
you know what it is. Like it only takes like one performance against a big team for everyone to go, "Core, they're good." But then you actually look at the table. It's like when Brentford beat United, everyone was like, "Fucking hell, they're unreal." Man, their
But they're
results recently have been terrible.
But the difference is when Brentford beat United, it wasn't just they beat them.
Yeah.
They
It
absolutely
was a
battered
decimation.
them.
Same
It was
as
a
Palace.
decimation, Yeah.
No, but
Palace
just,
this
like-
year, same as last year. Everyone's like, "Core, they're a really good team." Like,
I
they
like
play lovely football. But last year and this year,
Yeah.
average points.
Meanwhile, that Leicester Palace game was the biggest mid-off I've ever seen.
I mean,
by the way.
we've just seen Leeds
Oh,
do. I've one of their better games this year. But they've had some fucking howlers. They drew to
Yeah.
Villa. They got battered by Brentford. Lost to
Yeah.
Palace. They're sat in 15th, is it?
15th,
Palace
yeah,
13th,
15th,
yeah.
yeah.
And then but
Palace.
they've had one absolute
But
Leeds.
Oh,
even
sorry,
teams
Leeds,
like
yeah.
Wolves are going under the radar for absolutely honking.
Who did
Like-
Southampton beat? Southampton battered a big team, didn't they? And everyone was like, "Fucking hell, Southampton are different this
Let me
year."
have a little look.
I'll have a
Chelsea.
little
look for you.
Chelsea. They beat
Yeah,
Chelsea
Chelsea-
2-1.
was it
they beat
Chelsea?
Everyone, they beat Chelsea, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're looking different. They might not go down."
Yeah.
Yeah. Sat in 18th. You just need one big like performance. I
Yeah,
feel like, and
that's what I
everyone's
mean.
like, "Oh, fucking hell."
To be fair, we were lucky to scrape
Like
past them as
Lampard,
well.
a lot of people were saying Lampard should get sacked. They're in 14th.
Bro, I'm telling you, Lampard's
wait.
sweet, mate.
They're
Gerrard
in
needs
14th.
to go though.
No, they're in 14th, not by them playing unreal football
Everyone else has
or
been worse.
everyone else has been worse. And
Yeah.
Connor Cody has done him and Tarkovsky have done wonders for that defense. Let's not
Yeah.
get twisted. They just haven't conceded. They haven't done anything. They just
So you're
haven't been
saying
conceded.
Lampard's recruitment's been elite? That's what I've heard. Ever
So
since
they're
James
still
Garner's
putting out. We all
joined,
know what.
Cheers.
It's all down to Iwobi.
Shit, and
Iwobi.
Garner, Iwana, mate.
Ghana.
It won't be check.
Gotta get it in.
He's too busy in Hoybier's pocket, he is.
But I think
Bodge, man.
that middle of the table is just tipping point for
Funny.
excitement right now.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is,
like,
yeah.
especially with Liverpool being in there as well, scrapping with Palace
Hey,
and that.
don't worry.
Fucking...
Don't worry, we'll
Yeah,
be back
trust
soon.
me.
Don't
We'll be
you worry.
back soon.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
quick question. Just probably don't have to be spoken about too much, but do you think this Liverpool win against City is this like the turning point of your season, or like I didn't watch the game? Did you play like
Is that
exceptionally,
for
or
me?
anyone, but mainly you as a
Because
Liverpool
I
fan?
haven't been on the last 2 podcasts, so I've been very quiet at Liverpool, thank
but we
God.
know.
I'll
Yeah,
come
so
back at a
It's
Get
taken
beautiful
all
all
that
time.
back, by the way. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That the Liverpool thing's weird, right?
Oh,
Because
mate, that game was beautiful.
obviously at the start of the
Oh.
season we're seeing this like sort of systematic change where Salah's now hugging touchlines and that, and Jim's been screaming about it for fucking weeks, calling all of the backroom staff criminals for having Salah turn into this like creative,
criminal.
productive
He's
player
fucking
instead of just being an out and out finish. When they played City, we saw 3 centre forwards, and when I mean centre forwards, you could fit them all into a straw. They're playing that tight
Mate,
together and so
4-3-2-1 FIFA formation. That's what they
Yeah,
played.
literally.
It was
And-
3 forwards.
And who would
And
have
it was
guessed
unreal.
that Salah has the
Best game
game
this
he's
season.
had
Best game this
Best
season.
game
for
this
the past
season. He was
8
fucking unreal.
or 9 months. Salah's been fucking
Oh.
non-existent, and he plays against City, and he's running them fucking
Oh,
ragged.
he had them on strings. He should have had 2 goals. Oh.
Yeah, I saw his miss,
Haaland
but,
got silenced as well, didn't he?
It's a very good save from Ederson.
Wait, before we go on to the goals, let me just point out Nunez, right?
Oh, I was about to say.
Wait,
No,
wait,
he's
hold on.
Absolute pony.
Every time he gets the
He
ball,
has.
I'm like, he's either gonna do something magical,
Mate, it's Nunes
or he's
bingo.
gonna do something
When are you
completely.
thinking
Nunes
that?
bingo.
Yeah, the magical.
Mate,
I saw-
He's one-on-one with Ederson, and I don't know. You know when you press the right stick in on FIFA,
He ball hopped.
you just-
Yeah, he ball
he
hopped.
Just the ball
Picked the
just
ball
done-
up. Hopped
He's
over
just
him.
done that. And there's no reason whatsoever. He's one-on-one with him. He could have squared it. He could have chipped it.
I've
and
watched
dinked
that
it
like
into
10
the goal.
times. It creases me up. It's
The
unreal.
pass as well, when he's running in, there's 2 Liverpool players, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna keep going,
Oh,
keep going, keep
God.
going, keep going, keep going, and fucks it up completely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
mate,
saw, I
it-
saw a
it-
tweet earlier saying it's like he's trying to learn how to play football on the job. And it's the most, it's the
Hey,
most
anyway,
I've
guys,
ever heard.
guys.
He got
talk about that.
22nd in the Balon
Every
d'Or.
single person in that game for City were going to batter us. Haaland was going to batter us. Injury to our defence. James
Liverpool
Milner at right
haven't
back.
given us a reason
Van-
to think otherwise.
Van Dijk's record's gone. And mate, if we should have.
Yeah, Jim, because
we
you
should've,
thought that as well.
No,
Yeah,
I
you-
did, and they proved me wrong. Mate, they played unreal. James Milner. Oh, take him to the World Cup. Best right back England's got.
The thing is,
Oh
my thing is,
Unreal.
Liverpool were decent, but
It's just big game tax, surely. Like you could, like,
for me,
Oh, it
a
is,
lot
it
of
is,
it,
it
a
is.
lot of it. Think of all these Salah chances, and realistically, I said it during the podcast. A lot of it was City's mistakes defensively, and Liverpool were just sitting, soaking it, and going long. They
you
won't
say
be able to
City?
do that.
But also, that's you cause mistakes, do you not?
yeah.
Well,
but
When there's that
it's-
many in a game.
Yeah, but like
I
for
think-
example,
I think-
next week you're not going to be able to do that.
No, I'm not saying that, but I feel like you're
Yeah, I know,
discrediting
but
Liverpool
the
beating
first point was, is
champions
this the
when no
turnaround for
one gave
Liverpool?
them a chance in hell.
Still
No,
lost
but
2-1 to us.
it's
Shit
a little, it's
bastards.
a little bit like United so far this
2-1.
season. Against Arsenal and Liverpool, they've turned up and they've looked.
Oh, I'm not
fucking
saying
great.
we're going to go win the
But-
league now
No,
from
no,
this,
no,
but
no. But I'm saying, but when a game doesn't, there's no outside motive other than getting 3 points. You know what I mean, United haven't looked that great. Do you know what I mean? So
No.
I wouldn't be like, Cal, you.
Why you say
it-
fuck
it-
me for?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
In terms of big game tag, so I'm saying it would be more interesting to see if
Yeah.
this is.
oh yeah, no, in that
it,
live I
do you know what
said
I
we're
mean?
going to go lose to West Ham now.
Yeah, that's the in the point of is this the
and you-
turnaround?
You know
I
the
don't
worst
think
thing is,
it
on.
will be necessarily.
so you had Joe Gomez who played unreal.
Oh,
You
he
had
was
Van Dijk who
quality
played unreal. You
for
had
once.
James Milner played unreal, right? You had Salah played unreal. You had Jota played unreal. When you play against West Ham, I guarantee all 5 of them have absolute fucking honkers. And it's
No,
not going to be, oh, we'll just lose against West. Like Joe Gomez will score a hat trick of own goals.
No,
Van Dijk
listen,
will
mate, I need to see like 3 or 4 games where he's
Yeah,
you
actually
before
need
that
you need a
starts, yeah.
consistent. You need a bit of.
But
It doesn't matter who we're
it's
playing.
nice
we
to
we're
start
gonna.
beating City, the champions.
Oh yeah,
But,
you can
look,
absolutely enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking nothing away from Liverpool, but I watched a clip of the Salah goal. How the fuck is Cancelo being literally?
He's just
What
got
he
spun.
did.
He's just
He got
spun,
Yeah,
mate.
well, no, he
but
got caught in two
not-
minds.
It's not even the fact that he got done by Salah. It's the fact that he's literally just been isolated at the back. And where the fuck is everyone else? I watched the
they
clip
were
out of context.
pushing.
I didn't.
They
I don't know where the
were-
passage of play
It's
was, but
from a free kick, so it's
No, it's
literally
it was from a free
it's-
kick.
It's
Yeah.
been a free kick, and Alisson's just done an absolute peach of a ball. But the thing is, like, if you're Cancelo, if you go in for that challenge 100 times, 50% of it you'll come out with it, and 50% you won't. It was just one of
Yeah,
those
it was a
ones,
bad
unfortunately,
decision.
He was
just
backing
run.
off, and then like last second he went, "Fuck it, I'm going for it," and you can just see he goes, "Oh shit."
But mate, as much as City made mistakes, Liverpool should have had 3 from the counter attacks. City's counter attacks, they still look leaky.
Yeah, that's the
They
we've
do look
said
like
this.
you can
City's
get out.
defense
Bring
is
'em
still
for us.
like
Because
you
as
can
much
see
as you
where
can say like,
they're
oh,
going to
City could have
concede.
taken this chance, we had 2 chances where on FIFA you're sweating it
No,
I
and
don't know
you're
what
laughing,
Salah was
you're
doing.
grittying. Salah should have passed it. Nunes should have passed it. Easy goals that City looked terrible at. Defensively, they were awful. And they also looked a bit lost going forward as well, I thought.
I think Foden had a fucking
Foden was-
unreal
yeah, he
game,
was unreal.
right? If anything was going to come of City, it was through Foden.
And De Bruyne made some nice passes. Like he had some really good ones, but he wasn't on the ball as much as I thought he would. And Haaland, like we've said, if you stop the balls going into Haaland, the man is a ghost on the pitch. I know that's not what it's for. He's not there for build-up play, but when he doesn't get that fucking chance, fuck me, it's like playing with 10 men.
I think you just set up. You set up very well to neutralize that, but that De Bruyne ball, because that De Bruyne ball is what's splitting. Like it's given them 3-4 goals a game easy.
Oh yeah, easily normally.
And
But
there
we
was,
didn't
like you
allow
said,
it.
there was a couple times where De Bruyne
We were like
played
De Bruyne was
one or
like,
two
oh,
passes,
yeah.
and we just went fuck. I don't know. There's no effort in it. It just comes so natural to
there
him.
was some beautiful passes
But-
in there, but I don't know. They just
Going
couldn't.
forward, the injuries that Liverpool had picked up from this game as well, because
Oh, don't.
you've now got no Diaz, right? He's out for a while.
World
Jota's
Cup.
been
Rodgers out.
Yeah.
Jota got stretchered
World
off. He's
Cup.
gone. Yeah, he's gone for a scan on his calf, innit?
hmm
So where the fuck, like?
Salah, Firmino, Nunes every game.
Well, is this where we finally see Carvalho starting now?
I think
Eh.
Nunes gets it on that left side. I think he's a little bit more physical. He's
Yeah, but
more
in,
direct.
in terms of rotation, are you really going to rely on for Champions League and Premier League those 3 starting game like 2-3 games a week?
I don't think they have any choice.
We have no choice.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
Is that where we see the introduction of Carvalho starting?
Trouble is, he
Maybe-
did start one game and he was terrible.
Yeah. Did he not come off just before half time with an injury that game as well?
He came off at half time, yeah. I don't think he
Half-time,
might have been
yeah.
injured, but
I mean, obviously they pulled the wool over everyone's eyes with Trent's injury as well. He's back on the bench and he's coming on.
yeah,
So
that
he'll
wasn't
be-
an injury. That was dreadful. He played right. Interestingly, when he came on, he played right mid. when
Yeah, he
came
didn't
on,
play. Yeah,
Which
Interesting to see if they try and transition.
maybe that's what I
because
saw.
people have been-
Maybe they tried playing him right mid.
Just because the thing is, this season he can't defend, so just give him the freedom. To just
Oh, mate,
whip
yeah,
the
literally.
ball, you know
Literally
what I mean?
if
can't
James
defend,
Milner
yeah.
has to sit behind him, I don't mind. I
Yeah,
do not
because,
mind.
Because the thing is, then he can try and track back and provide cover. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
So,
sort of
and then
work,
with
but-
the injuries as well, you can play you can play Firmino, Salah up top. Maybe Carvalho left mid. Maybe you can get away with that. I don't really know.
I think if this does not pinpoint the fact that Salah needs to play as a 9,
mate,
or at least
Oh.
in that inside channel,
just
I don't know.
inside near the box. Just
Yeah.
please. It baffles me. Like I said, criminals. Man's broken so many records of ours for goals. Broken Premier League records. Golden Boot winner. And they go, yeah, you know what? I reckon he needs to be our playmaker. And everyone's
Yeah.
there like, yeah, I'm on board with this, and everyone's like, this is gonna be good.
I can tell you now, yeah, from the first game of the season when we saw it, absolutely nobody was on board with Salah doing that. Absolutely no one.
Came on at half time against Rangers, sort of showed them that they'd get relegated if they came to this league. Shit bastards.
Yeah, shit
Um,
bastards.
Yeah.
But
Should we go on?
to be fair, like Liverpool have done Arsenal a massive favour. Obviously,
saying,
that's kind
yeah.
of opened up
Fuming
a
at
bit of a
that,
lead
fuming.
It's all in
for
Arsenal's
them.
hands now, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is really, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
Losing
well,
from here would be bottling it.
basically, yeah, it would be awful.
it'd actually be such a shame. And then, like, we just see, like, it'd be such a shame if they bottled it and Jim
Imagine
griddied.
bottling top 4 and then
It's a-
bottling
you
the
know
title
what?
in
It's-
back-to-back
it's-
years.
You know what makes this
Oh.
even sweeter talking about this? We know Chaz is listening.
Oh,
Doug
yeah.
is sat
and
there
let's
saying
get it all
box
in.
office.
And just so he
He's
can't,
going box office.
just so he can't
Arsenal
come
lose
in
it
on his
from
shite
here.
night, I've had to serve him
Yeah.
muting.
Yeah. If Arsenal lose it from here, it will be the biggest
Aaron?
choke.
What?
Anything to say as an Arsenal fan?
Aaron, why is
Um,
that not in your Pepsi Max holder?
Oh, it fell out. Look, it's right here. By the way.
You you're not getting nothing.
I
more.
was just ignoring you lot because we're box office. So
Hmm.
I mean, the thing is
once.
though,
Sorry, carry on.
technically actually are. Well, sorry, my Discord's pissing about. Technically, you're right. You are right. It's in our hands to throw away, being 4 points clear. But like
Have
you
you-
said,
You've
it's
got to
very
play
very
City
early.
twice, haven't you?
We do.
City
we do.
twice, Spurs
Okay, so
again
let's-
at Spurs,
let's-
and
let's-
Chelsea twice,
And United again.
And
And
United again.
Newcastle twice.
and Newcastle, and
He
Liverpool.
snuck them
Yeah,
in there.
Sip and
Wait,
Brad,
they
you don't
never-
need to buck up your ideas. If we're the only team that's beaten them this year, you don't need to hurry the fuck up and get good.
Hey, well, what's up? We're trying. We're trying.
know,
No, the thing
So-
is,
so from us-
Tottenham beat them at their stadium last year, right?
Well,
and then
we
got
beat them when it
battered at.
matters,
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. What
No,
means
it's
the game
good.
in the
That
first half of the
does-
season?
that-
Worrying
does
thing
put a
is,
smile
if
on
they
my face.
can, I didn't see the first half really, but the second half they were fucking
wait,
awful, and they
sorry.
still come over three
My-
My,
points.
my correspondent has just come in. Charlie Hatton, we are not contenders. Fuck off. Whilst they're sitting top of the league with 4 points clear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at what point do
How-
Arsenal?
how-
I've been memeing this here a few
They'll
weeks,
They'll
but
lift the trophy and Chaz will go, "No, I don't believe it."
like, at what point are they?
No,
Aaron, for you as an Arsenal fan, what point are you actually contenders, or are you now?
Surely the new year. Like if
Well,
you're still
yeah,
in the same
Chris-
I
position.
Chris-
think they
Chris-
are.
You think we are?
Yeah,
I
you're
think
four,
so, definitely.
not
Right,
just now because you're
reverse it.
4 points clear, but just
Reverse it.
because
If
the way
you
you're
had
playing
this-
and the
if-
fact
if-
you are at the top.
If you had our start 10 games in and there was 28 more games to play, would you go, yeah, we're contenders, we
Yeah.
can do this?
Yeah,
They're top
if-
of the
if
league
you-
with 10
contenders,
games
yeah.
in.
The
If
way
you're
we
look,
play
look, look,
celebrated it, mate.
if you're 9-1 after 10 games, beating Tottenham, beat
Beat
who else you
Liverpool.
beaten?
Oh, I can't wait.
Beating
to see it.
Liverpool.
It'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
And whoever else you beat, I can't think of whoever else you played.
And
And
only
everyone
losing
else.
to the
And
biggest
also,
team in England.
also playing arguably some of the best football in the Premier League right now.
No, I'm
I
really
don't
hot.
understand.
I've
I don't
never had
understand
so
how
much
you.
attention.
I don't know how you can't say you're contenders. You-
We all
you
said it
lit-
last. We all said it last week. When we had the podcast, we literally said are Arsenal title contenders, and you all said no.
I didn't.
No,
I
because-
didn't. I wasn't
Wait,
here.
no, I said
wasn't
that.
here as well.
I'll tell you why,
Copley
right?
said no. Copley said
No,
no.
I
I'll tell
don't
you
think
why,
I did.
because I think
I have no
I think
idea.
I
over
remember.
like you're saying, Aaron, over a 38 game season, nobody's coming close to City's squad.
No,
So that's what I'm putting it down. But right now, 10 games in,
But that's still
4 points
contending.
clear.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
heart's up. You're thinking,
that's
fuck
my
me, this
team,
is
I'm
it's our
celebrating.
year. It's our year. But I know if I do that, it's
Clip
gonna
that,
come
by the
back
way.
to bite me in
He
the
said,
No, no,
butt.
he said
as
it's
an
our
Arsenal
year. Just
fan-
clip that. Yeah, clip that little soundbite.
as-
It's our year. That's all you need.
As an
Yeah.
Arsenal fan, sure, you don't want to jinx it. No, I get that. But as a football fan, I don't think you can't. I don't think you
So
can't
you're-
say that
Compared to
you're not contenders.
right. So basically, any other team that is, and this is what your lot argument is the team closest to City right now is Arsenal. So
Brighton.
if
Brighton.
And Tottenham.
so if
And Tottenham.
City have a
You'd-
contender, yes, it is. It is
Yeah, I
technically-
don't
it's
see the
techni-
issue of
it's
saying you're
technically-
contenders.
Yeah, that's it.
He doesn't want to.
Oh,
He doesn't
I
want to
do-
hype it up, Jim.
Yeah,
I can't.
I get that.
As an Arsenal fan, where we haven't even been in the Champions League, let alone close to the top, you can't sit there and go, do you know what? We can fucking do this. Yes, we're playing good football. Yes, we've grinded our result because we were fucking shocking in that second. I've never been so fuming in my life. And what made me even more fuming was Chaz's poor skills with the stream. It was
Oh,
fucking
it was
winding me
annoying.
right
It
up.
was
Mate,
very
I'm
annoying.
stressing here. I was like, I'm gonna throw another fucking glass, mate. It's not even FIFA. and I'm just seeing a black screen. I'm like, I can't even see what's going on. I was stressing, but yes, we're
don't-
playing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying you're a contender. We're
Yeah,
not
that-
sat here going, fuck hell,
because-
you're looking like favourites now.
because-
No,
but-
yeah. There's a
Obviously,
big difference.
We're banned,
You
You can still be a contender and at the season lose, but you're still
Yeah.
there
The thing
and
is,
about.
Ch-
I don't think there's
Chaz-
nothing wrong with that.
Chaz has just said, obviously, he's listening. He's just not on the podcast today. Our Spurs title contenders. Obviously, if you look at the table, you're thinking they're joined with City at the minute.
mathematically.
But
There's a difference.
you'll
though, for
probably
me.
all agree with me. Spurs are playing pretty shite football at the minute.
Spurs
You're
are
getting the
shit,
results.
yeah.
You're getting results, but they're not playing pretty football.
That's why there's the difference for me. For
We've
me,
played
Arsenal
good
have looked
football.
very good. They've looked.
We
They've
have.
played good
We-
football
we
and
have
they've
controlled
controlled
most
a
of their
lot of
games.
games. Whereas
have.
Spurs, for me, I've sat there and been like,
Like,
how the
me,
fuck have they won that?
Yeah.
How
and-
they third?
Yeah.
We're
So
so
that's
box
the
office,
difference for
baby.
me.
Let's
the
go.
thing is, as much as
Oh my
Arsenal,
God.
as much as Arsenal haven't played City yet, right? They have played Liverpool and they have played Spurs. They look
And United.
dominant versus
You
Liverpool.
know,
Yeah, but I'm leaving that one out for Aaron's sake. They played Liverpool and looked dominant and got the win. They played Spurs and battered them thanks to Emerson Royale.
Yeah.
So
Asterisk.
it's not like
But yeah, that's what Asher
yeah,
said.
like-
Liverpool. That
I
VAR
just wanna
fuck
point out, by the
system,
way,
I don't-
Aaron, performance based versus those teams,
Yes.
yous have looked the better side
Yes.
by a decent amount. So yous are the closest thing that we're
I
seeing
get
to
why
City.
We
Aaron
are.
says it because
We
you
are,
don't want to give
because-
yourself the hope.
No,
You don't want to give
mate,
yourself
I-
the
The hope
hope.
that kills you.
It hurts. It
It-
sucks.
I was I went off. I spaced off for a minute, and I do apologise, viewers. But I was literally thinking. I was
They're
like,
used to it.
I haven't fucking seen Arsenal win the league for fucking 18 odd years. I was like, mate, we could do this. We could. And I was like,
Yeah.
but then I look at our squad and I'm thinking the World Cup will probably fuck us because
That's the only thing. It's just is the
Like,
depth
I mean,
enough
let's
with
be honest,
injuries.
Saka-
If
Saka's
Brazil
going.
get far, you're done.
and the fact
Well,
that
and
you're
yeah,
dead.
and the fact that
they didn't take
Richarlison.
Martinelli and Jesus.
Richarlison's
did
fit,
they?
apparently.
No, but Richarlison's picked up an injury now.
No, apparently
so
he's going to be fit.
He's out for 2 weeks, but he should be back for the
Right.
World Cup.
it should
You
be.
lose. I
whether-
wouldn't even
whether-
worry about
like-
the World Cup. You lose party, mate. Your midfield's gone fucking.
Yeah,
AWOL.
true. Yeah, true. Look, and this is why I don't count us as.
I
contenders.
get why you
just-
don't. I would.
Yeah.
I completely get it.
Every single
Because-
one of us in Aaron's position would be saying exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
But
100%.
mathematically and aesthetically, in terms of how they're playing, they
They
are
are
the closest
contenders.
thing to City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and-
Hey,
yeah.
Liverpool showed the way how to beat
Quickly,
them.
quickly,
Everyone's
quickly.
done
You
that
said
now.
someone said an asterisk against the Liverpool game and another game. I didn't see it, but me and Sip watched it earlier. No fucking way that was a foul on Gabriel. By the way, not
For
a chance.
For Bamford's
Goal. He's
Yeah,
not
it
pushed
was
him.
it.
He's barely even leant on him, in my opinion. I
Poppy,
don't know
you
how that was a
are-
foul.
Wait.
Mate, You are fucking mental.
Wait, is this
I
the?
literally do not know what
Leeds
goes
game.
through
The
your
goal.
head sometimes.
Yeah.
I
right, the goal.
honestly, I'm gonna munch on this. I really am.
There's nothing to munch. I'm being deadly serious.
And that's why I'm this close to unfriending you on Facebook, mate. Because this
Oh,
is
no.
ridiculous.
Oh,
It's ridiculous
oh,
how
no.
you can sit there and think, "Holy shit!" He
Don't
knows
do
he's
that.
there. You see him turn it. He goes in with his.
No,
he
no, no,
even
no, no,
leans
not that,
down.
not that. The
Wait,
goal.
wait, no,
Oh,
no,
the goal.
Yeah, that. No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Oh,
The
okay.
red
I
card.
thought-
Yeah.
was just-
No, the red card. I
Fuck
don't
me.
disagree with that.
Oh,
No.
Aaron,
no.
it's all
Please,
holy
he's
shit.
going to unfriend you on Facebook for that as well.
Oh, friend request
oh,
received. Aaron.
my
Oh, he's back. We're back.
word.
We're fine. We're fine.
Oh,
No,
we're
I'm
good,
talking
we're
about the
back,
goal.
baby.
Where
Why
he,
did he
he's
just poked me?
his arms like that. He's not like he doesn't. There's no motion or anything for me. He literally just has his arm there.
We got away with murder.
He wants to play with
Okay,
fun.
that-
Yeah,
but
that's my
fine.
point.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
that game.
I
in
don't think that
general,
was a foul in any.
You've got away.
We did, mate. Honestly, I went downstairs and I had to have a rant to my mum. Poor old
That
Julie.
was probably.
Julie, you're
wait,
doing the crossword.
honestly,
Dan, for
poor old
fuck's sake,
Julie.
Shut up.
Leeds-
She came upstairs when Bamford went into the back of him and the ref literally gave the red card. And I was like, Mum, you have to go because I'm going to lose my shit.
Wait, so
Leeds'
and
second half
couple
was
it,
the
couple
most
it.
I was
dominant performance
paced, mate.
I've
I've
seen.
never seen us play so poor in my life. And it's just frustrating because, as you said, mathematically we're title contenders and the way we've played, to do that against Leeds, you expect us to win 3-4-0. I mean, I think you all said 3-4-0.
Copley,
I-
are you saying that
Yeah,
Bamford
we
goal
did.
should have stood?
100%.
Yeah, no, it should have.
To be honest,
I didn't see it in the
I've
time because I
deleted
was
that-
watching United, but
I haven't
when
seen
I
it.
watched
wanna
it this
go watch
morning,
now.
there is no. I don't even think
Where
there's
is
no
it? Is it
push.
in the
See,
chat?
I think I'm just.
I'll find it.
So I
I
think.
can understand,
Cheers,
even if it
Kieran,
was a
mate.
small, just little like.
So, no,
I don't even. I think he
again,
just has his arm there.
I don't know. Again, I'm just going opposite
watching that
absolutely
right now.
everyone.
Mate, I really did think you were on about the penalty, and I was
So
like,
no, so this
No,
is
no,
so
no.
this
I
is the
don't agree.
Bamford goal, right?
No disagreement
I'm
with
gonna-
that.
But
Right, okay, let me-
I think
one
the
second.
Gabriel red card is worse.
right.
So
This
that
is the
have a
thing,
look
right?
at
so
this.
that is a push in the back, in my opinion.
If a defender does that to a striker, you don't get a pen.
Wait,
Yeah.
go back again to the other angle.
And that happens right there in
No, back
every
again.
single
Yeah.
corner.
This angle here.
It
Yeah.
does.
In
Oh,
every
It does.
single game.
I think it's because he's got his arm. I think it's
No,
because
no,
he's got
no,
his
no,
arm
no,
on it.
no, because
I don't even think he pushes.
No, like Jim said, if that's the other way round, fuck all's given.
See,
Not
I
fuck
think
all's
this is
corner.
more.
Wait, if it's a corner and but everyone's doing it to each other.
This
in the
is
box,
pathetic from
nothing's
both of them, in
given.
my
Yeah,
opinion.
It is.
that-
Oh
that's
yeah,
Grow
it's,
up,
it's
both
of
of
them.
them.
stupid. And that's another thing. I was like, there's levels of being a professional, and I just think Gabriel's like
Gabriel
his
is your biggest
is
weak point.
he-
Massively.
absolutely. He loses his head so, and Xhaka was at that point, and you just knew he'd do something stupid. And you think, how can you be a professional footballer and not keep your head? It falls the fuck out.
See,
of me.
I-
It's my
Granite
biggest pet
Granite
peeve with
Xhaka
football.
is being the resolution to
Yeah.
fucking you know
I'm hoping this is
something's wrong
Gabriel,
with
mate,
us.
in 2 years' time. I'm hoping it because fuck me, mate. Honestly,
You know
I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna
Seeing
punch
it-
a wall in a minute.
Seeing it in real time, I thought Gabriel has
Oh,
fucked
sorry.
up massively. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had an argument with Chaz. I said any sort of kick out is foul play. It always has
Yeah.
been. Yeah, and Chaz argued with, but it was an aggressive kick out.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah,
To
like when
me-
Jesus
to me,
kicked out
this is- no, but this is
Martinez.
what annoyed me. I understand if they give the foul on Bamford pushing him first. Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
Don't book Gabriel then.
Yeah.
He's walked over and booked Gabriel for kicking out. If
He
you kick
has.
out at someone,
yeah.
But
Get him
it's a
off.
technically-
red.
yeah.
It wasn't a red.
that
I don't
was-
think it was.
no,
I,
it
I
was a
don't,
red. It
I
wasn't,
don't think
but-
it's a red, but
I don't think it's a red.
I can see. I can.
That was my argument.
thought
I
it was a
understand
red.
them. I understand them
get-
changing their decision, but
Chaz's argument on it is as he goes down. Now I do think he kicks out, and I think he's
Yeah.
a very very fucking lucky boy, very lucky boy, because he tries to make it as if it's the motion of him falling and going around and rolling around his back. But
No,
you
when
do
his
know
leg comes from here
you
to
do
there.
see his leg. You do see his leg rise and go towards him. And you think, how thick can you be? We're 1-0. It's the 93rd minute. We're 1-0 up, and
Leeds
they've
have been
been,
at your
they've been
fucking
knocking on the
door
door
for
for
time.
45 minutes. Like, why would you do anything stupid?
Can-
I think he's a lucky boy.
Then flip it a little bit though. You know, you say they did get lucky, right? They did get a little bit lucky, but when a team is challenging for the title, they're the type of games. Sometimes you go,
Yeah.
that's
that was
the
my
sign of
thing.
champions.
Yes.
Grinding a
You
result
gotta
when you
get
play badly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if Arsenal are doing that, like,
They've done that a
Imagine
couple
doing
times
that
as
every
well.
week.
There's a difference between grinding and struggling. Spurs been dangling onto results.
That is a good segue into. I'm going to ask you a question now. After the World Cup, so Christmas time, yeah. I
Oh,
want each of
fucking
you.
hell.
What's the top 4 going to look like?
Wait,
What?
after the World Cup. Wait, so going into the World Cup.
What,
Yeah.
So no, New Year. We get to New Year.
Eve.
New
Okay.
Year's Eve, going into the New Year.
Shit, I
Grim
don't
Beer
know what the
Keller,
games are.
My
Maidstone.
9-second.
I think it's looking the same. I think it's looking the same.
I think,
exactly
I
the
think,
same.
but not knowing fixtures, I think it's looking pretty similar. And if anything, it'd be a bigger gap between probably whoever's in 5th probably latches on, but I think but underneath 5th, it's probably going to fall off a little bit.
Because
No,
Personally,
United are in 5th at the moment.
currently,
we-
yeah, but obviously that could.
We've got
Yeah,
some
okay.
stinky games this week.
between
You've got
Spurs
a lot
and
of players
Chelsea.
going as well, mate. You've got a lot of players.
Let's not talk about United. It's depressing.
But
Right, go on,
between
Seb.
now and like the World Cup, Arsenal shouldn't really. They've got Chelsea away, and that's always a 50-50.
Yeah.
bar
I was gonna
that,
say-
I mean, Arsenal could, and after that, they've got Wolves, West Ham, and Brighton until the new year. Arsenal could very well go into the new year still top.
That
There-
top
there is
4 is
a-
staying the
I think
same
they.
for me.
I think,
There-
Yeah.
there is
in
a-
my opinion, they should.
Yeah, that top 4 is
yeah,
staying the
no,
same.
if they don't, then obviously that's a worry. But yeah, I think the top four stays the same.
Yeah,
personally.
same here.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
New Year, they then
Just
play
like
West
Arsenal.
Ham and then
That's all we care
Brighton.
about.
Again, depends. West Ham may eventually start turning it around. Same Brighton.
Moise.
I don't know how to do this weekend.
So is there anything we're seeing in the January window that could change that for any of those
Yes,
top
No.
four
yes,
teams?
there is.
Arsenal
Ivan
getting a
Toney
right
comes
back.
to United. Get
Arsenal
it
getting a
done.
right back.
Yeah.
And then you
I
wake
think
up.
if Arsenal get a right back, they move Ben White and they take Gabriel out of that side. Like it's looking
could
like
be
I think
it could be
I
Rams for the
think-
title. I
think
can't
that's-
even
At the
lie.
same
That's what
time,
Ars- that's not-
what
that's-
right back can they get? Sorry, Cal.
No,
what
no,
right
go.
back can they
Yeah,
get?
it's January.
That
Like,
is
you're-
They can have one, but
that
they
is
can have the
doing-
Lambo,
wait,
a
that is
spider.
that is doing a better job than what Ben White's doing.
I agreed, but
Lambo.
I get why
Spider.
I do get what Brick's coming with because
I don't think there's a right back there that does anything better than what Ben White's doing for you.
But
as
I-
well.
I think
what
the point
Ben
is-
White
not
is
that-
centre
his
back.
point
being
is-
better than
point
Ben
is-
White. It's being competent so that Ben White can take Gabriel's spot, who's incompetent
Yeah.
at the minute.
yeah, that's
If they could clone Ben White and have Ben White right back and centre back, they would. But
Yeah.
they need that centre back that's not Gabriel.
That's probably what Arsenal fans want as well. They want kind of Gabriel. Well, they want Ben White
mean-
to kind of go back into that centre back
you,
role.
you
I know-
get. I mean, he had a good game against Leeds. He
I
did
was
play
say-
well. He did play well. He was in the fucking mix of it all, and it was just his stupid thing that he did at the end that wound me up. But he did have a very good game. It's just
It's a consistency, though,
it's
of
so
being
many. It's
a
so
champion.
you know. It's like, do you know when like you'd think, right, Arsenal playing someone like 2 years ago, I'm going to stick a booking on Xhaka. I've got that
Yeah.
mindset with Gabriel
We've said
and
before-
it's a joke about like Gabriel bingo of him when's he making a mistake, and
Yeah, I've said
You
Cal a
can't
few
have that in a
times.
title charge.
you can't.
I've said, how's Gabriel fucking this up for you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because he is that player now for you.
Speaking of Ben White, though, right? I know Chaz is a big advocate for him.
There you go.
Ben White, England World Cup.
He's
No.
not-
He
goes on the- he goes
I
on
think
the plane.
He goes.
He
I
definitely
think he
goes.
I
goes.
think he
But I don't
plays.
Not
No.
much.
He's
What
like
if-
Matthew,
what
he's
if-
like
what if-
Matthew Upson in the 2010 World
What if
Cup.
we-
Like,
what
if
if
he
we
plays, he's
play-
sticky.
A free back, and he's one of the centre backs, right centre back.
Yes.
Because Walker's injured.
Yes.
Yeah, could be.
Very
Well,
I think
there's
that-
rumours of Walker being fit in time, but I think Trippier starts the entire tournament at right back
No,
or
oh,
right
no,
wing
right
back.
wing back. Yeah, no, fine. I'm talking centre back.
But I think Walker may be
Only
back
five
in
back.
time.
I think if Walker's not there, like not fully fit, I think it goes Ben White,
Potentially.
Maguire, Stones.
And
I
Oh,
think-
King Eric, what the fuck?
yeah,
Or
I
Eric.
think Eric gets in there
Dyer,
out
but
over Maguire. at the
we know
minute.
we know what he's going to do with
You reckon,
Maguire.
Cal?
innit?
If he
Sorry.
don't, if Eric
No,
don't
you
get
just
in
went.
Maguire,
I think
I'm
Eric gets in
killing
over
Southgate.
Maguire at the minute.
I'm not talking out of current form. That's obvious. But I'm talking what
You
what
mean in terms of
Southgate.
Southgate? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I was
no,
gonna
it-
say. I was like, nah.
If I
Really?
load up that
Sometimes
team
I'm
sheet,
controversial,
Maguire.
but that
Or-
isn't controversial. That is just delusion.
You know what? He's gonna start. He's gonna start Barry. It'll be fucking hilarious as well.
Yeah, and then I'm chilling him.
A
Is
quick.
Stones injured as well?
Yeah,
I don't know what
he-
City
he-
are doing
yeah,
right
he-
now.
he is.
Him and
Is-
Maguire are both
See-
currently injured.
Yeah. See, you've got some
Do you know
issues at the back
Do you know
as
who's
well,
having a
ain't there?
resurgence? Lukey Shaw. Catch him on that left wing, scoring again in the final.
Anyway, moving on.
In the
Um,
third minute.
Go on, Cal.
Moving on.
Just a quick topic outside of the Premier League. The Balon D'Or is tonight.
Ballon
Benzema.
d'Or.
So if you're
Ballon
listening,
d'Or,
Christian Dior.
if you're listening, you already know the winner.
Ballon d'Or, d'Or.
It's Benzema, Kel.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
copyrighted for that.
Wait,
Cal.
I don't give
It's
a fuck.
Benzema.
It's a unanimous decision without even having a conversation that is Benzema.
I'm
It's
pretty
got-
sure
Yeah.
Fab
We
tweeted
don't-
earlier today that Benzema.
They know the winner
We
is. I'm
don't-
pretty
we
sure they know the
don't-
winner.
We
Oh,
don't
really?
need to discuss it as well. It's Benzema, bro. Like,
Right.
Oh,
Anyone got a
wait.
rogue shout?
Oh wait.
Poor Cal's bottom lips quivering. He's like,
I
"Oh,
just didn't know.
really?"
I just didn't know they've already announced the winner or leaked the winner.
no.
No, they haven't announced the winner.
No,
No.
I thought I misread it earlier, but he said Karim Benzema, the man of the day, Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
winner later tonight after an incredible
Who's
year.
even the second
vote-
option? I can't
the
think of
votes are
anyone.
in. So you've got
Son.
Benzema,
No, he's finished 11th.
Salah,
No.
Mane.
Oh, so I've got the
No.
list here.
And-
I've got the list here.
Vinicius is in the top
The-
5 or
the-
something as well.
So the 10 remaining is Benzema,
Yeah.
Courtois, De Bruyne, Haaland.
Lewandowski.
Hang on, what's it?
His tweet does say Karim Benzema, man
Yeah,
of the
it
day,
does.
Ballon d'Or winner later tonight after an incredible year.
Yeah, so
Oh.
the votes have already been counted. It's now
Yeah.
just
Bossman
formality of
knows.
presenting.
Bossman's,
Okay,
And-
I'll change the question. Is there anyone else more
Anyone
deserving than
disagree with
Than
Benzema?
Benzema?
No.
The man was absolutely
Right,
Bloke
knocked out.
was
It was-
playing injured. Bloke was
Take-
playing injured and dropping 10 out of 10s. Like,
He
Yeah.
literally
Take the
If I
was.
hear Brick say a
Literally.
Wobie, I'm.
Mike Garner,
Although
mate.
Take the
He
league out of the
dragged them
situation.
to the
That
Champions League.
Champions League run,
Oh.
On his own.
all that entire Real Madrid squad
Oh.
could win a Balon d'Or tonight, and I would be happy with it.
Bro.
What they managed
Yeah.
to do. But
Yeah.
Benzema
That run
was a
was
kingpin
just-
of their squad.
I reckon
Captain's them.
a run that we'll probably never see again in the Champions League.
Nah, not against
No.
that level of.
I think it was
No,
the best.
like-
That was mad.
The
That
comebacks,
run
the
was
teams
ridiculous.
they beat. Oh,
yeah.
mate, it was unreal.
Like when
Oh,
you
that
think
man.
PSG, City, Liverpool, and who was the who
Chelsea.
there?
Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, PSG. Who,
PSG.
what was the other team?
There was just
Round 16,
the-
because you got round 16 quarter final.
Did
Did
they do?
I don't
was
have
it
no
Ajax
idea.
or something?
No
Did
idea.
they
Oh wait,
do
round
Ajax?
16
No,
quarters.
Benfica
that
did,
is four. That is four.
Benfica did
That's
Ajax.
my
Right,
math.
Right, okay,
Shit
yeah.
maths.
Play 4 teams and
After-
have with those
After
4.
losing
Yeah.
first game to Sheriff, I believe, in the group
Sheriff.
stage,
Sure,
which
sure.
was like, oh no,
Yeah.
Madrid are finished, to then perform like that.
The
Oh,
thing is,
Not
Yeah,
even
no,
that.
it was
To see
every
teams
game.
batter them. Teams battered them in the first leg,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
went
yeah.
to the Bernabeu, and Madrid were just like, "Yeah, we'll go 120 minutes and batter you." So, like,
Against PSG, they've got Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. They're winning it this year.
well, they
Beat 'em.
went
Comeback.
missing. at the
Chelsea,
Bernabeu.
reigning champions, knockout specialists, battered them.
Yeah. I
mean,
what
Yeah.
City,
Favourites
what,
this year for 4th year in a row.
yeah.
Comeback.
What City
Liverpool.
did to them? What City did to them in
City
the first leg?
dismantled them.
Oh,
I
Oh,
have
bro,
never,
it was abuse.
I've never seen every.
Yeah, but they only won that
single
first
City
leg like 4-3, didn't they?
they did, but they.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
eventually.
somehow
But
got the goals.
Yeah.
I still
Did
think
Madrid
City.
not score 2 goals with the penalty? They scored another goal late on as well.
Yeah,
They
they
scored
did.
yeah.
They got
It
2
was
late.
in
What, in
the-
the second
from the-
leg?
Because it was 4-1.
No,
at
the first
one
leg.
point,
First leg.
Oh, I
leg.
can't remember. I
It
just
was like
remember he
2
Penenka
goals,
it.
2 goals in the last 10 minutes. I think
Crazy.
Benzema scored a pen and then did. I don't think he
Panenka
scored
did
the,
down the middle
yeah.
in City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right then, Sip.
Unreal.
All right, team of the week
Oh,
time.
If
Yes.
you're watching on YouTube, you're able to see it right above my head, right below Copley.
Oh, I didn't get taken
No.
out this time. Let's go.
Can I just say just one thing I've just seen on Twitter that Mbappe was booed on entry to the Balon d'Or. It's been obviously held in
Good.
Paris. And,
Good.
yeah, and he was booed.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
My team of the week is as follows: Kepa in goal. Now, I genuinely was torn between the likes of Saul, who saved the penalty, but having watched that performance from Kepa against Villa, I had to, with the resurgence and some of the saves he was making, it was pretty.
This week was a
pretty
hard
unreal.
one. There was actually quite a few goalkeepers that were
I
in
got-
contention, I feel
yeah,
like.
For the YouTubers watching, there's actually been a mistake. That states Copley's game week 10. It's actually K-Sip's game week 11. Continue. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah.
Bit
So
bastard.
two Liverpool defenders, Joe Gomez, who got man of the match against Man City, and James Milner.
James
Uh,
Milner.
You know, keeping Haaland that quiet ain't easy, but between them, then they managed it. Fabian Sharp, I mean, wow, what a performance! Truly,
you watch that?
electric. Did I watch it?
Copley,
Did
Copley,
I?
you-
Absolutely not. I didn't watch it. But I was told on good authority that they were
yeah.
absolutely.
Copley, he was
world
good.
class.
He was fucking good.
I wouldn't have put any Newcastle
No.
defenders in.
I
Anyway,
was
What
struggling. I
defender?
thought this would be great.
I could have put the ref at centre. Could have put the ref at centre back. I can't lie. But anyway.
Yeah,
Continue.
no,
Fuming.
honestly, if anyone's listening, that
Nah, because something
one
else
was,
is pissing me off even more. Keep going.
That was that was more of a troll one to wind Coppers up. Anyway, moving on. In the midfield we've got Mount, 2 goals again. Hit the boys on some
Baller,
serious
my
form.
boy.
He's on
Shout
some
out.
serious form as much
Get
as
him
I
to
hate to say
guitar.
it.
I'd hurt him so
Yeah,
hard.
against
I'd
guitars,
smack him.
drop another 3 out of 10 for England.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
True.
Ruben Neves scoring the
3 out of 10
winning
generous.
penalty against Nottingham Forest, who absolutely
Cracking
deserved it
performance.
after their
Oh,
social.
did you see that performance he played?
Ruben Neves. Yeah, he needs to get snapped up by a bigger team,
He
man.
does. And also minus points, like I said, for Nottingham Forest social media team for putting that thing out before.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't
That was
happy with that, the manager either.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, I saw a thing earlier. He said he weren't happy.
Yeah, tragic. So you got Mount, Neves. I've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the midfield picking up another goal. For an absolutely solid performance. And Bukayo Saka rounding out that midfield with a winning goal against Leeds in a very tough game. Up front, we've got Tony picking up a double for Brentford. Harry Kane, who was very, very good. Won a penalty, scored it. And a very good performance. And probably for the first time this season, I think, we've got the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah, rounding off the team because it looked like he could actually play football again.
Fantastic. And your manager of the week, sorry.
Manager of the week, Eddie Howe. What a masterclass from him.
Are you putting him in?
The way he set up his team to neutralise every single thing that United tried was
especially the diving. Especially the diving.
That oil money came in really useful, didn't it?
Whoa. Why are we getting political, Bev? Get your Norwich scarf out, you prick.
That money.
That's crazy.
That clean money they got.
That rounds up my team of the week. There you go.
No problem. Stop oil.
Yeah. Unless they want to buy Tottenham.
No, but seriously, do you want to buy us?
I'll take Liverpool.
Apparently it's 10 bill.
Well.
Nah, Liverpool can fuck off.
You fuck off.
All right, boys.
That just about rounds it off.
Anyone got any other players to throw in there? Cobley had quite a controversial one last week with Luke Shaw.
I think that was
Dan Burn
mental.
fits in there nicely.
But Brad,
no one disagreed at the time,
I'm actually going to ask you to leave the podcast
I wanted
now.
to, but I didn't want to speak over you.
But you don't want to speak on the podcast, don't you? Yeah, I get it. That's fine.
Crazy, man. I've had a right.
You know what? Honourable mention to good old Aaron over here, who's probably said the most. He said all season. So honestly, you got a nice voice. We hope to hear more from it.
He's found his voice again, my boy. That's my son.
Aaron, if you could stop scratching your ass on camera, that'd be grand.
I was actually itching my back because I've got a really hairy back. If anyone wants to wax it, that'd be great.
Why don't you get a girlfriend?
She can't. She's got GCSEs.
So that's all for the show.
For legal reasons, she doesn't.
Thank you for listening.
I'll just end this, please. This is getting worse.
Peace.